Hello, listeners. I am Alina, Communication Manager at Dreamups. Today, we are trying to introduce a new format of updates that we have at Upcelerator, and that will happen with the help of my co-host, Mihai. Mihai, hello.
Hi, Alina.
And we will talk about the updates that we have in our amazing program, which is called Upcelerator.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this new format. Upcelerator Weekly will be short updates about what's going on in our flagship program, Upcelerator. And we want to invite founders that join the program, and as well, we want to talk about the most important ideas we talked during the live sessions, and as well talk with the founders about the homework assignments and what challenges do they have, and why not to talk about their ideas. It's a great opportunity for you guys to meet our founders and to see what they want to build and how they see the future and how they're going to change the world, basically.
Upcelerator is a program that is based in Republic of Moldova, but it's an online program, which means that people all around the world can join it, and actually they did it. So we have received during our promo for this project more than 60 ideas from 13 countries, which is a great number, and that proves and validates the idea that people are interested in tech startups.
So you're absolutely correct. Upcelerator started in Moldova, but we've built a platform where we actually can connect different founders from different countries. Most of the founders are Moldovians, but not necessarily. We have teams that are living in different countries. They speak different language. One more thing I want to add is that Upcelerator is an idea stage accelerator. So we want to take founders who have just an idea, get them through an acceleration program of 4 months. And at the end of the program, they should already have an MVP, which MVP means minimum viable product. And basically, it's the product they can hand to the clients, and client can already test. And why not use the product they have? It's not fully featured product, but it's something that founders can validate. And this is as well one of our goals in Upcelerator, is to help founders to validate the idea, what they are building is available for the customers. Is there a real problem they are solving, or is just something they came up? And so our program is basically taking the founders who have just an idea, just a scratch, just mock up anything, and basically taking them through a series of live sessions and as well homework and mentor hours, and helping them to build this MVP and validate their idea. So at the end of the program, we as well are offering to invest in the most prominent startups. And so if they have the right market, right team, they have a very high chance to raise money from our investor syndicate as well.
So in the upcoming episodes, you would have the chance to know actually the people, the founders, the co-founders of these startups. Most of them are at the idea stage, and we've been through the first session where we talked about a scalable idea. And we had as well a mentor, and that mentor was Sergiu Matei.
Alina, you are correct. We had our first session on introduction about scalable startups. There is a very important difference between building a scalable startup and the traditional business. And we talked in the first session with Sergiu Matei, who is an angel investor and founder of Index. And he as well was at the beginning of Dreamups when we started back in 2015. And he started many businesses in the past, and he lived as well in San Francisco for a while, in London. And now he's giving back, and he's been part of our mentors network for a while. And he's always looking for great ideas. So especially he has experience with scalable startups, as he worked and built scalable startups. So a couple of ideas which I enjoyed so much during the session. Sergio was talking about a couple of important criteria you need to have in order to be called scalable startup, or you need to be looking at in order to to have the right mindset or the right setup, or for you to build a scalable startup. So one of them was a big market. He says that you should go after a market of customers that is usually 1 million plus people. So if your market is less than that, then probably you'll not have space to scale. The second one was growing market. So basically your niche in which you are developing the startup needs to be growing organically. So basically, you are entering a market that is growing by itself, and you developing a startup in that market, you'll automatically grow as well. And that's very important criteria as well. The other thing I liked so much, and he talked about the supplements that are good to have, but they're not mandatory. And when he says that we need to address an urgent need, he refers to the problem we are solving, basically. So we always should ask ourselves, is the problem we are solving like urgent, it's a big pain for the customers, or it's a vitamin? So we don't want to build or create another vitamin for our customers. We want to tackle and to solve a real urgent problem and big pain. Another criteria, which I totally agree with Sergio, was about frequency. So is your product something that your customers are using frequently, like, for example, on a daily basis or monthly basis? Because if you sell a product that your customers are using only once a year, that's probably not a scalable startup. It's not a scalable product because you cannot build loyalty from your customers. They will forget about you and they will not bring you new business. So in a scalable startup model, you have to have a product that your customers are using very frequently on a daily basis or weekly or on a monthly basis.
Actually, you have right now a chance to listen to some of the insights that Sergio said.
The second part of the scalable startup is find this unfair advantage, this secret sauce. Is what is one thing that you know that nobody knows? That's the basic question to answer. And the reason you have to find this is because when you want to scale, when you want to build this hyper-growth startup, you need to understand something that nobody knows, something that the main goal of you as a founder is to approach it through the ways that you see it, and you know that this will help your startup. This is not your advisor, this is not your investor, this is not an accelerator. This is only you that you have to know and you have to find out. But this is what helps build these high scalable startups. And typically, this is winner takes all or winner takes most. And this happens because of this unfair advantage.
The perks of the first Upcelerator Weekly is coming to the end. For the next week's session, we will talk about the IDS model hosted by Tudor Tarlev, product manager at 17X, and Cameron Manwaring, CEO at Consulting Virality. Stay safe and connected with the world of startups.
All right, stay tuned to get to know what other amazing things we bring into the program, and as well to get to know about the founders' ideas and the startups that are accelerating right now.